What up, what up, what up? We out here yet again in the All-Star Tower Defense. We're going to solo the six-side raid for you guys, bro. We're going to show y'all how to get the mysterious cubes so easily that when it comes to y'all getting Gojo, it's going to be second nature. Now, that being said, bro, again, that last video that I put out for those memory raids, those top raids, etc. Look, bro, I am officially by myself getting wave 4 out of 5 on all of them, okay? I am telling you now, go in there just with a buddy and just make sure that both of y'all understand the mechanics of what all those units use, and all of them raids are easy. I've helped at least 18 people that I can think of just off the top of my head beat those raids between memory raids and top raids. I even went into the demon raid, which is like another version of a preset raid, but it's a different, it's outside of the, I think it was like demon memory raid actually. But bro, I'm telling y'all, that tip that I gave y'all in that video, it's going to help y'all more than it's going to hurt you. Find you a leader, okay? Find you a leader unit that buffs the units in whatever category that they're in that raid, your main damage dealer. Find you a leader that buffs those units per category, and it's just going to make your life so much easier, okay? Try to get you a 20%er, okay? If you don't have a 20%er, then go for a 15%er. That's fine, Any more damage in those raids are just a benefit to yourself and to the team if you guys are going into it. Again, that one tip is kind of what took that video from what it was, me not doing so hot, to me actually allowing and enabling people to do much better than I did myself solo, because they were taking units that buffed other units in there and they kind of rocked it out, you know what I mean? That being said, bro, we're going to go ahead and solo the six-side raid. Again, it's not a hard raid at all. It's a wave 19 raid that you use to build up in getting Gojo. Now, granted, I am still working on getting my level 1 Gojo, so I need, 2 more orbs, and I still need to go get the strongest cursed and a few story, things, but this is going to be my one for Gauntlet. Like I said, I'm going to get you guys that video out for 50k that I solo, and I can show you exactly that full video of how you get to 50k. But that being said, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and solo six-side raids. We're obviously not going to be using Gojo, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in the Fear himself in this build. Now, here's the fun part about this now, okay? Here's the fun part about this now. Technically, this is a build by itself that I can go anywhere and do anything with. I'm going to go ahead and put on the Fire Rage Orb because I don't see myself needing to put anything else on the Fear. I essentially could put Prey Eye Orb on the Fear. I could do that. You know what? Let me go with the Prey Eye Orb, okay? Just for the benefit that I'm going to get an additional damage of 15%, which is a little less than that spawn damage of 100%, but I'm also going to get the initial range and a little bit less cost. So we're just going to put the Prey Eye Orb on the Fear just to have a little bit more well-rounded orb on them. This build by itself, bro, can pretty much solo all these raids too. Honestly, I might just go through the rest of the way doing this, because even in raids, you don't need time stop. Okay, honestly, 100%, you don't need time stop in raids. I only time stop in raids to give y'all the understanding that that's the most efficient way that y'all can solo those raids and to kill those bosses. The problem with that is your build with Evil Shade, Frida Reyes, the Fear, and Mochi by itself is just enough damage that it doesn't matter what raid you're in, those bosses just die. Okay? So, that being said, you can bring Gojo if you truly need him in any of these raids. I'm saying this build by itself in the right placement, because again, you don't have time stop. In the right placement, this build is pretty much going to just wax every raid as well. Solely for the fact that you got full coverage everywhere. But that being said, bro, we're going to go ahead and solo the six-side raid for y'all. I hope that this player doesn't try to join up in here too quick, but it's all good if they did. I think that's fast enough. This raid is not hard at all. For it to be a Wave 19 raid, it's not hard at all. Honestly, it's not. Okay? So, same deal, any raid that we go into, okay, we got our defend point here, we found out where they're going to come from. They only come from one spot in this area, which is that spot there. So we're going to go ahead and put Pizza Girl here, okay. I'm going to put Pizza Girl there. And then what we're going to do is times 3. There we go. Now I like to put idle like right here, a little bit away from that corner. And then I get the upgrades going from there. Okay. Now wave 2 hits, upgrade the Pizza Girl to upgrade 2. And now Pizza and Idle are both upgrade 2. Now here's the fun part about the fear, bro. Where Idle is buffing, we can put the fear here. And get 2 upgrade points in the fear just like so. Okay. Put the rest of the points into Pizza and Idle per usual, and we can actually go to buffing now as well, and then we'll just put a few more points into both of them just like so. Now like I said, he is just a broken unit for what he does. I hope y'all understand why he is a broken unit. Check this out, bro. So now we're going to go to upgrade 5 with him. Now he's full AoE coverage in this entire area, just FYI. Okay, just like that, upgrade 5, and just that one, wave 5 that we got to. Now he's full coverage in that entire area. Means we don't have to worry about really anything at this point until we need to start getting our boss down. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna, at this point, we already got Pizza 9. You already know what it is, getting out of the 14. And again, bro, it's all about placement. Okay, so with the Evil Shade here, I put him like just barely outside of where I placed Idle and got the upgrade. See this line here? I put him just barely outside of that. Okay, that way when I upgrade him, as you can see, the next upgrade is going to give me 144 range. It's going to entirely cover everything in this map. So really in this raid, there you go. We're utilizing the placement and coverage that these units has for range to be able to be more efficient in this raid. Okay, and there's our last upgrade for him. So just with the fear and just with Evil Shade, you can pretty much beat this raid, because that boss is going to be taking additional damage by 10%, and Evil Shade is our boss killer. Now we're going to obviously do more than that. Alright, so what we're going to do next is going to come up here, not in front of where they're going, but the line behind where they're going, right? We're going to get Mochi's coverage in regards to that, over 3 lanes, okay? We're going to put one there, and then we're going to come here where he is actually, so his range ends here, so we're going to come here and put another one, okay? And just like that, we got our 2 Mochis down. Now, we can utilize the Past Founder. And again, bro, this is all overkill, to be honest with you. This is honestly all overkill, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Even with me not using Gojo, this is probably stronger than me using Gojo, because of the fact that the Past Founder in conjunction with Evil Shade Final, in conjunction with the Fear, they all hit pretty hard anyway, and specifically in the Fear's case, again, he makes everything take 10% additional damage. That by itself is just even more damage, bro. So I want y'all to understand this. I'm actually going to get to the max placement like I would in any other raid. But I'm going to do so by using the Fear, and I'm going to do so with the Past Founder. So I'm trying to see here if I can actually fit more into this rock that are not going to be out of the buff. So right there. And right there. There we go. Max unit retreat. So you can essentially place 5 of him. So now it's a 1-8-5-2 split. Okay. This is what the split is now. But as you can see, I don't have to do anything else. Honestly, this raid is just super easy anyway. Once this boss comes out, he's pretty much just going to be dying faster than probably any other boss that you've probably seen. So this boss is, decimal point, I'll round it up to 10 billion, right? Check this out, bro. He is getting melted like it is nothing. Now, again, using the Past Founder, y'all can do the trick that I told you about of you can make the game ×1. Since the summons themselves are going to be split like this, etc., as they are. Put it on times one for a little bit. Let a few of them kind of go into the boss, get them off, etc. You know what I mean? I think they're in rotations of eight. Yeah, so these would be the eight. So if I'm looking here, it would probably be this break here is where they're not going to be. You can also look at when the next units do come out to know where that grap is. But as you see there, we now have all of them out and they're in a single unit. Okay, so this is essentially one unit, but it's eight of them together. Okay, and that's how we clean up the map, but still having everything out. You know what I mean? And that's just going to be more of a chunk down to him than tick tick tick. Now we're going to be chunking him because of that single unit being, again, all eight in one. Right, there's eight buddies in this one unit. Okay, sometimes they show, with the whole fanning with all them being into one, but then if you got it really good, sometimes it just looks like there's just one, right? But he's phasing a little bit. That's because there's still eight inside of that one unit. So this one here, they're fanning. So as long as you know that you've done so, all these three that you see here, there's actually eight, and again, it cleans up your map. But this buddy's at 2 billion health. Honestly, we've been playing around with this one. I don't even think that these guys are going to get to him. Let's see if they get to him before he dies. Evil Shade and the Fear are still hitting him. I think they may get to him, and they'll probably end up killing him. Yep, that was the chunk. Well, GG. Anyway, bro, this is the Six Eyes raid. Again, it's honestly just super easy for what it is. There's your memory orb or a mysterious cube. Y'all enjoy getting Gojo, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Till then, take care. Peace, peace.